Hello, this is Heavy Thrash of Nazi Metal Productions channel at YouTube. And today is a short collections update. So, for about 2 CDs, okay, I'm gonna go with the one that I found at, that I picked up from Walmart. Yes. After all, there really isn't any record store here in Susanville, only Walmart. Anyways, it's one of the least places I go to find music, but if I really want to get something from there, it's probably going to either be a new release from either a new band like either AC/DC or maybe Judas Priest or whatever, or a reissue, whatever, or some sort that was released from Rhino Records. Because obviously it's pretty easy to find one of those albums, whatever, mainstream bands at Walmart. Anyways, I went over there to just look around and see, and sometimes they end up getting, most of the time it's either Van Halen albums, and that's what we have here. I need at least a copy in my collection, so yes, I didn't have this in my collection. Even though I have the first the two Van Hagar albums, and Different Kind of Truth and that, but I don't have this. Definitely gonna get fair warning. I do have Diver Down, but it's on vinyl. And I don't have 1984, but I don't know if I really want a copy of 1984. Didn't care for that one as much. Now I heard it, download. Same with this. But this, before I really go into more of what I really think of the album, let's just get this out of the way. It doesn't look like it's a remastered CD, even though it's brand new, but sometimes coming from Walmart, they also tend to have a lot of older copies. Just look closely at that. Look at the tray. Doesn't look, and since it's a Van Halen album, you really don't expect it to be a remastered version of Women and Children First. That's pretty much what I thought. Because knowing that there was knowing that the HD CD remasters exist, and Walmart would mostly sell those. However, this time I didn't really see the HD CD copies of this, or even the second album. Don't know about Diver Down, but which is weird. Even though when it was with the plastic on there, it's got the hype sticker and it said that it was a remaster. Okay, but when you look at the thing as that, and there, of course, like that doesn't look like a remastered copy of the album. To me, it threw me off. It threw me off pretty good in ways, because it's like I said, it's remastered, but it's got just a normal case. Even though, given the fact that with High Roller Records would kind of go with this sort of style, or even type of casing, whatever, the jewel case, the tray, the very typical black. Even Skull Records has gone with this sort of style of simple trailing. But what makes it more simple is the fact that even the booklet just folds out, and there really isn't there isn't any lyrics, there isn't any, any of that. I've never owned an original copy of this album, so to me, it really threw me off. But as more digging as much on this, I then start to notice that when I go on to Rate Your Music to catalog the album, I tried to see if I can, the only way to match the copy that I have is by the code, whatever, the catalog number or whatever, the pressing number, you know, to kind of make sure what copy that I have. It wasn't even listed. The catalog number wasn't on there. It didn't even say, and it. So I was and the only thing that came close was the numbers 3415, which mostly appeared in the copies from 1987 to 1988. Which I wasn't thinking, oh, I have a copy from that era, so it's obviously not a remaster, even though the packaging, the plastic says that it's a remaster copy. So, upon doing more digging, go to Discogs, because that's one of the other places that that I can think of that will probably list it, because given the fact that it's practically almost a huge database for pressings of all kinds for albums such as this. So I look at the CD copies, and I'm looking at the back covers. They don't look like this back cover. Just looks plain. So now it starts to kind of get me like, okay, so I don't have an original copy. So what copy do I have? Is this like a Frankenstein reissue or some sort? And upon finally stumbling, I then see, for the pressing near the catalog number, I see what looks like the barcode number right there, not the cat number that's on the spine. So I then look at there, and of course the back cover and everything is similar to it. But what year did that came out in? Well, it came out this year. So it then dawns on me that this is a reissue and it is a remaster. But what also then becomes more weird is the fact that even though I didn't see the spine of it, the only thing that came close to this sort of spine number, whatever the catalog number, was the vinyl reissue from this year, which was released by Rhino Records. And the pressing number on this one is RR23415. The cat number for the vinyl was RR13415 for the vinyl pressing. So, and when every time you look up the 2015 reissue, it says that it was released through Rhino Records. Huh? Even though it's got the Warner Brothers label and disc, and the way it looks like is pretty much a Warner Brothers Records CD release. Not a Rhino Records reissue, because of Rhino Records this year did the Bad Company reissues, which were fucking gigantic. They're deluxe editions practically, and even they did the deluxe editions for freaking the Led Zeppelin albums. So to come from Rhino Records, they would I thought I would have expected some real expanded edition with a bunch of bonus tracks and fancier packaging, not the plain packaging. So obviously that is a big surprise, almost as a throw off as well. So besides all that, it's a remaster. It sounds for a remaster, but it's not as loud. It's not like doesn't sound like the HD CD because of it was remastered, just so they can repress it on vinyl, but also on CD. But for some reason, I think this actually sounds better than the HD CD remaster. I don't know. I guess it's a little bassier. I guess it's got more. Sounds a little more clear as well. Some of the HD CD remasters for, well, not bad. The first two albums, it's a little odd in places. A little odd. This one just sounds, I don't know, maybe it's the way this was produced, but it was produced by Ted Templeman, who did the other two albums and some of the other Van Halen albums, so I guess, I mean, it was remastered by the same guy who did those remasters, so it's weird. Anyways, not a bad album. I would actually say it's actually better than the first two. Just my personal opinion, I actually find this to be probably my favorite Van Halen album, at least maybe next to Fair Warning. There's definitely some pretty, it's the deep cuts on the sound that makes it, the album that it is. I like it. Alright. This one actually just came in today. This is a new one. It's still sealed, so this is going to be a sealed to reveal video as well. Rams, Subversum, did a review for this one, which made me want to buy it, because I listened to it through Bandcamp. Which was, the audio files were pretty much, goddamn, they were put up by Metal Blade, who released it. Who released this. Definitely, obviously, you have to see my review in order to know what I think of it, even though I think it's a good album. I really praised it in my video. You'll get a much better detail. Anyways, yeah, it's sealed, so it's still in the shrink wrap and everything. So, I'm going to open this up in front camera. It's gonna take a while. That's what I was like to me myself. I should play, if I want to play music in the background, I could. But I don't want to additionally add music to the video. I like to have it playing through my stereo. Alright, got that open. Now let's get this thing off, which is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. This is the one that takes quite long. Ugh. At least they don't add these to digipacks. Oh no, that actually was pretty quick. Ugh. So, let's look at that. Probably a plain. Here's the tray. And again, the disc. I think I kind of had that, like, I don't know, whatever. See how the disc looks. So let's get the booklet out to see what's in the booklet. Well, of course, there's that. Yeah, obviously it's and Ram are indeed a Swedish heavy metal band. Very much similar to Judas Priest. And of course you pretty much get the idea of the way this booklet looks. Anyways, I'm glad to have a copy of the album since I liked it that much and I needed a copy of it so I could just a great album. So that pretty much does it for this video. Don't think it was that long. Probably is. Anyways, this is Heavy Fashion saying, I am out. Catch you next time. Later.